is wrong. Don't forget to put your ring back on.
Good morning, everybody. It is a kind of gloomy doomy day here in the Peachtree City. Stella and I, Stella, do you want to say hello, or are you camera shy today? There she is. And you can see the damages she did to the chair. She ate off the top of it because I guess she didn't like it anymore. We are going to dog training today. It is very overcast, but it's actually pretty nice out. It's 64 degrees, and I forgot a water and everything in the car. David is watching Ant-Man and the Mask. Mike is doing laundry at home. I'm going to dog training, and then we're just going to do some stuff around the house. Mike is setting up our vegetable garden today. I love this. Every Saturday morning it is on the Pitbull station on satellite radio. Hashtag live from the 305, which is Miami, for those of you that don't know. And I am from Fort Lauderdale. So DJ Laz is my favorite from very old school, the 90s. And he does his 90s remix. Love it. So we are going to head to dog training. And yeah, I will see you in a little bit. Is that good? We were thirsty after school today. She tore up her cappuccino cup. Good girl. Good morning. It is Monday. Yesterday, I didn't really vlog too much. I was just kind of in the moment and just enjoying the day. I went and did yoga with my girlfriend, Erica, and her husband came. It was so relaxing. It was a restorative yoga at Sweet Tea Yoga in Sharpsburg. I will link their information below. It was amazing. I loved it. I felt so good. I took a little bit of video, like I was trying to sneak it, but the phone was like right next to me. So like pretty much all you see is like my arm, like boob and stuff, because it was just a little too close, but we'll see. Anyway, it was really, really nice. And we had a fun day. We tried to go to a juice bar, but it was closed. So we went and had bean juice, aka Starbucks, instead, which was super fun, the three of us. And then I just came home and we did some stuff around the house, Mike, David and I, and just had a relaxing night. We had dinner outside on the porch because it was beautiful outside, and just had a relaxing night. It was really, really nice. We enjoyed it. And then this morning, Mike took Stella to school. She actually went to the farm today with Suzanne. Hi, Mr. Johnny. She obsesses over Mr. Johnny on the school bus. She actually rides shotgun with him. She's ridiculous. She's so cute. So yeah, I'm here with Jameson and Zoe. David went to school. Mike went to work. It's a nice quiet day. So what are you whining about? Jameson, how did I know? Come here. Look. Say hi. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, he's a good boy. So I am going to put some plants right by the front porch that we had gotten this weekend from Home Depot, and a little bit of mulch and some grass seed down in front of all that. Then I'm going to probably just putz around, do a couple errands. I've got dry cleaning to pick up, something to drop off at Pack Mail, little things like that. I'm sorry, was I in your way? Excuse me. Such a lover, but you're so rude sometimes. If you spill my tea, we're gonna have words, buddy. We're gonna have words. No. I have my favorite teacup. It is from Anthropology, and it says Glowing with Gratitude, which also happens to be the name of my Etsy shop. So it was perfect when I found it. I was so excited to find it, and I absolutely love this mug. It is one of my top favorites right now, and I try to use it all the time. So yeah, let's go do some planting before it gets too late. I just filled out my planner for the day of things that I have to remember to do. I also have a sponsored post on Instagram that I have to put up that I'm like really late for, just because there's been so much going on here at home and with me and David. I also have to get Stella's service dog training log over to Mr. Mike, who is in charge of those. And yeah, good times. Come on, let's go get the planting done before it gets too hot outside. I might bring Jameson outside. I did put the lead out there so that he can't, run and terrorize the neighborhood, which he likes to do. Zoe will stay here, but if I don't watch her, she'll just go roam next door, and I don't really love that too much, so I might just leave her here. But the back doors are open so they can roam out in the backyard all they want. So yeah, let's go.
Three to tango.
Okay, so I couldn't finish the front bed because I wanted to order some topsoil. So I think Mike ordered 4 bags, and it's not ready yet for curbside delivery because I didn't really want to plant in there until I had some topsoil, which I thought I would have enough dirt, but with taking out all the rocks and the weeds, I realized it's really uneven. I'm hoping that will be done shortly because it's been about 3 hours and all it was 4 bags of topsoil. I'm hoping that I can grab it when I'm done getting David from school. That's where Jameson and I are. I'm sorry, is this your show? I'm just his partner in crime. Apparently this is the Jameson show. So he is coming with me. Hopefully after we get David that we can grab the curbside Home Depot order, and while David is figuring out his homework and what he has to do before I have to help him get going, I can at least lay down the topsoil and figure out the placement for my plants. I mean, I kind of know where I want them to go, which is why I bought certain ones, but I still kind of just want to lay it out and plan it in advance, and then I'll go ahead and plant those, and then lay down the mulch, and then lay down the plant seed. Boop doof doop. All right, so let's go get David, and then hopefully our Home Depot order will be done so that we can go get that. I'm not used to having Jameson in the car. I mean, he does come with me occasionally, but it's usually Stella, and Stella is, like I said before, she's at the farm playing, right? It's 2:13, and even though the bell doesn't ring until 3:10, I'm sure there's already 20 cars in the line. So I have water, and I have 2 brand new gardening magazines that Mike and David picked me up yesterday at Books A Million. So I am dying to look at those. We really need, first things first, is to get some like 3 to 4 dump trucks of really good topsoil for the backyard before we pretty much do anything else back there. We really need to get that back there and kind of even out a couple areas, but he is going to build 2 raised garden beds, hopefully in the next month, because he's planted all the vegetables in my flower beds that are actually retaining walls up against the house. I was like, fine, you can do it only now. I said, but once this particular growing season is over, you stealing my flower bed is over. He was like, fine. Hopefully that will entice him to build those 2 raised garden beds sooner than later. Or maybe if we bug daddy. So hopefully my bestie is here in line already, waiting for her kiddo. Hi, Grady. Love you. All right, I do not see Shannon's car. I'm not happy, Shannon. Where are you? So, yep, that's it. I will check in with you guys in a little bit. I'm going to get crack-a-lackin'. I have Easy Gardens and I have Garden Idea Book. If you guys can think of any other ones or really good books that I can get, let me know. I'd love to hear some ideas and stuff. So just drop it in the comments. I will check in with you guys soon. So I think this is the placement that I'm going to stick with for right now. So I have Liriope, and then I have 2 ornamental grasses, and then I think I'm going to go get more of these blue things. They are Lithidora, and I think they're kind of pretty, but what I was thinking of doing is maybe getting more Lithidora for down here, but I also wanted a crisper line for the grass. And I still wanted to put some grass seed all in that area. So I think what I'm going to do is just leave it at this for right now, because I have a big hydrangea there and I have my daffodils there. Just let it be for right now. Let the grass fill in that straight line, which we will put the Pennington in there. And just wanted to take a moment and say thank you so much to Influencer and Pennington to supply me with this bag and work together. I am absolutely, truly blessed. I am so excited. And I've been wanting to do this project, but it took me a second to get to it. I am so excited, and thank you again to Influencer and Pennington for the complimentary bag. I appreciate it. So let's get the show on the road. Color are those? So pretty. Hostas. There's the regular blue. It's called Blue Angel. And there is the Melanie Buttercups. And a very like mini skirt. So pretty. Look at all these beautiful. Are you winning? No. You're losing? Yeah. That's not good. Come on, beat the computer, dude.
What do you think I'm trying to do here?
Good morning. morning, everyone. I mean, it's a late morning, but it's still morning, right? I have the queen with me, Miss Stella Artois. Hello, construction people. They are ripping up this street. I just came back from therapy and grabbed Stella. We are going to pick up David from school. Oh, therapy was so good today. I was in a really good mood, and we decided not to continue working on my trauma therapy today, just because I was in such a good mood. She wanted to keep that going and not risk it leaving. So we just talked, and it was actually glorious. I was telling her all about my gardening day and how my arm is so sore, and she was telling me, she meaning Liberty, my therapist, that gardening is an extreme version of self-care because you're outside, you're doing physical activity, and that's a form of self-care because you're making your house and your home beautiful. So, which is pleasing to the eye, and it's an accomplishment, right? So I was like, oh wow, that's really cool. And I was telling her about the new magazines I got and how I've been watching so many shows about gardening and whatnot. I've told you before how much I absolutely adore Montedon. I mean, he's just fabulous darling. Although his dog Nigel is way more well-behaved than Senorita Psychopants here. So I have recently also found a glorious YouTube channel. I believe it's Garden Answer, and I want to say she's out of the Oregon maybe, or Idaho maybe, I don't know, somewhere over there. And she is chef's kiss. I love her. She's very down to earth, very chill. Her mom owns a plant nursery, and her hair is always stellar in every video. She could be like hardcore working, and her hair is always perfection. Like, it's just perfect. So I watch her a lot. I actually binged on her the other night, and last night I watched her a little bit with my Jenny's ice cream that I had gotten from Publix. Thank you at Makeup by Tiffany D for getting me onto that. It was so good. It was called Blackout Chocolate Cake, and it was divine. I sat with Jameson on the couch all snuggled in, and it was just like the perfect cozy night after Mike and David went to bed. And it was just me and Jameson, ice cream, blankets, and gardening YouTube. I mean, it doesn't get any better, right? For me, it didn't. So it was perfect. Today is another glorious day, and I need to still water my front, which I will take you out there to go see it, since we planted it the day before yesterday. And hopefully I don't think there's going to be anything to see yet with the Pennington grass seeds. And I've been asking a bunch of neighbors in my neighborhood, not in my neighborhood group, I wanted to ask in there, but I haven't asked yet, when people seed for like spots or like extra areas that they want to change or whatnot from beds to lawn, how they go about that, if they just mulch it up and put down seed. So I'm excited to find that out. I've also been wanting a greenhouse in the worst way. I know. But listen, I put in a couple seeds. I'm spreading a couple seeds. I've bought myself like a couple of gardening magazines, and all of a sudden now I'm like, oh, let's have a custom greenhouse built. And Mike was like, sure, absolutely. Add it to the list of all the things you want to do to the house. I'm like, come on, I can go right there. Like, what's the big deal? Like, it's this. It's beautiful. It needs electricity. It needs, it needs water. It needs da 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 da. I'm like, it's, it'll be beautiful. It'll be an addition to the house. And he's like, yeah, sure. So that was pretty amusing. So I've been blowing up his phone with pictures of greenhouses. We just pulled into the school parking lot. Now, mind you, it is 2:07. The bell doesn't ring till 3:10, and there are already a handful of cars before me here. Right? Boop, boop de floop. I love de floop. She's such a silly girl today. She's been all sorts of snuggly, and right, you were barking your head off at the deer outside and they didn't even look at you. It's a shame. It's like she thinks she's all badass and she's not. Right? I know. So yeah, that's the, you know, the thing around my house is that all of a sudden now we're all master gardeners. No, but we did plant a few vegetables, rows of vegetable seeds, and Mike planted, I want to say he planted a dozen different varieties of tomatoes. We love tomatoes, and I love making homemade pasta sauce. So I think roasting a bunch of those and adding those into a homemade sauce would be perfection. And I also love a good caprese salad, or, you know, just put them on a hamburger or whatever. So I love tomatoes. So if y'all are master gardeners, or if you're amateur gardeners, if you've got any tips or tricks to share with me, please leave them, because I desperately need them. I got 2 new garden books last night. So I got this one, which is Garden Gate, and Better Homes and Gardens Flower Gardening, which I'm excited to see this one because they already have peonies on the front, and that's my favorite flower. So I'm excited about that one. Also, dahlias. There's a few beautiful varieties of dahlias. Dahlias? I don't know. And when I went yesterday to Pike Nursery, and I showed you all the pictures and stuff, it was, I could have spent so much money there. Mike would have made me move out to the greenhouse. Oh well. So yeah, we are having fun, and I'm going to get on with picking up the child, the tween. Hello. So we are looking at yesterday's gardening project, and I'm going to break out the hose in a second. I still need to get the hose out, but you can see how the Pennington seed has settled there where I put it, and it's all here. So that'll make that line nice and crisp. And I think what I'm going to do now that I'm thinking about it is I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of these old bricks that we took down, get rid of the rest of this wall, and just kind of let it mound over. And then I think what I'm going to do is, let's get back here, to make it kind of softer, is I think since it comes here, and then I'm just going to bring it like up, but then around, so it kind of accentuates it more, and so I'll have more mulch and flowers going that way. And clearly I did not research all the different flowers that I put in here, so as they get bigger I'm going to probably have to relocate a few of them. That being hydrangea, I love it, but it's going to get way too big right there. So I think what we might do, although I do love the idea of it spilling over the wall there, I might have to move the daffodils and move that here so that it can grow like around here and over. I think that's what I'm going to do, and it'll soften this whole corner. And then what I might do is do some more like creepers that come out and billow over, and then do some more high flowers in between as it gets bigger. And over here I might do some ornamental grass and flowers, hostas. I love lamb's ear, and I'm thinking maybe if I can do it, what are those other flowers? They're really, you can get them in the grocery stores, really tall. God, no, I can't think of it. If you can think of the name of it, let me know. They're really tall, super inexpensive, but super pretty. So I think I might put those there too. And the drainage, as you can see right there, I think I'm just gonna have to cover that with dirt, because we don't know if we can dig there. And I really don't want to call out the digging company just to see where the pipe is. Although I could just trowel it with my hands and see. So I might just trowel it just to get it a little bit lower, and then cover the rest of it with dirt when I come all the way around here. But I think so far so good. I did get rid of the chair and the table that was there from our front door setup that we did for Christmas, because I just didn't love it. So right now I think I'm just going to do all pretty like potted containers over here and just leave it as is. And then we will go ahead and finish up and do this in another few weeks. Although I told Mike This about killed my arm because it's all like pretty much like concrete. So we are going to rent a tiller to break all this up, and then I'll just sift through and get all the weeds, and after we touch up paint and whatnot, then I will go ahead and topsoil it again, till it all, and plant all here, and that'll be at a later date, and I'll show you all that as well. But yeah, so that's it. That's the progress from the other day's planting. I like how it came out so far. I already got a compliment from my girlfriend Amy down the street, and I'm excited. Yes, fantastic. So if y'all have any ideas, I do need ideas on this. Okay, so if you see, our yard goes all the way up. Bizarre, right? Okay, so this used to be all dead juniper, and I hate juniper. Hate it, hate it, hate it. That's a beautiful peony that I'm gonna put in a pot because it's just weird being out there by itself. If y'all have any really good ideas as to what to put up here to hold the soil back but to also look pretty and soft, that would be greatly appreciated. Because again, I was thinking hydrangeas, but I don't want to limit myself to just one thing, although it would be really pretty. So yeah, that's it. But thank you guys so much for helping me out. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me over the last couple days. I really appreciate it. I'm so thankful for all of y'all and your help and your guidance and just friendship. I love this community that we've created, and it's just so much fun to know that we're all in this thing called life together. And whether it's for fun, whether it's for just somebody to talk with, whether it's just to learn something, I love that we all have each other's back, and it's a lot of fun. So thanks, guys. See you guys later.